This season on Red Ridge Outfitters, we're going to be doing something a little different. I challenged myself and my crew to really figure out what our purpose is, what's our reason, and how we're going to be able to make even more of a positive impact for every place that we travel to this year on all of our adventures. Sure, Red Ridge Outfitters, we're a company focused on the outdoors, and we travel all around and go to different communities and different towns and talk to individuals and ask them how the outdoors plays an impact to what they do and where they're from and how that's unique in their own story. And we're going to still be able to provide that same platform for all these different places, probably places you've never heard of or places you've always dreamed of going to. And we're going to be able to provide you an avenue to still see those areas and experience the outdoors through our adventures. However, this year we're going to be doing a little more than just that. Giving is one of the greatest gifts that you could ever receive yourself if you're the one providing for somebody else. And with a mission of wanting to give more, wanting to be more, and wanting to do more, Red Ridge is committed to each town which we travel to this year to harvest ethically and naturally wild fish, wild game, and we're going to turn around and give that back to the communities of which we travel to. Our campaign, which we're launching this year, is called Red Ridge Outfitters Feeding America. There's so many people in need. There's communities in need. There's organizations that are wanting to help those in need. And there's such a natural food source right at our fingertips. And we're going to be showcasing that. So, sure, we're going to still be providing the towns, the areas to speak about what's awesome and great about why people should travel to this and what's unique about the outdoors in their area. But at the end of each trip, Red Ridge is going to be throwing a feast for either a local church or community group or organization or just the town in general with what we naturally harvest in their own backyard and their outdoors. And we're going to turn around and provide that in free meals and food for those community members and those individuals and those families and those organizations. In today's world, knowing where your food comes from is important. And we are also focused on all aspects of the outdoors, but one thing at the core of who we are, and especially for me personally, is hunting and fishing is a big responsibility and it's a big privilege. And I want to help shine a positive light on that. And in everything that we do, the Red Ridge Outfitters crew and myself personally is committed to giving back to those areas of which we travel to. You know, one of my most touching stories of which I love to share any chance I get is, well, let me back up. About 80% of what the meat that I personally take and my crew members take is all donated back to those areas of which we go and travel to and hunt and fish in. And, you know, some of the most rewarding things for us is seeing the look on family members' faces that without us providing a deer for them for the winter, they wouldn't have food to eat. There was a great husband and wife with 2 kids that lost their job last season during the winter, and it was going to be a particularly hard winter for them. And I got a phone call from a local game and fish officer and said, Hannah, we've got an extra tag and we'd love for you to go fill it and provide it for this family in your area. We know them personally. We know that they're in need. So I was lucky enough to go out and harvest a really nice deer for them. I processed it myself, and I went and I delivered it to this family. And the look in the mother's eyes that she gave me when she hugged my neck and she said, thank you, my boys will now be able to eat this winter. That's impactful, and it lasts a long time. But what's even better out of that is the fact that whenever she hugged my neck and she said that, I'm going to make sure my boys, when they get to the age of being able to hunt and fish, they're going to go and do the same thing for other families in need. That's the reason. That's the purpose. It's about being bigger than just ourselves. It's about being more than just who we are as individuals. It's about giving back to others and providing for others. And that's the principles of what I was first taught to hunt and fish on. And going back to with our mission this season of Feeding America, our new campaign, which we're kicking off today, this is a chance for you to help join our mission. This is a chance for you to help join our campaign and see how you can contribute to our efforts. We're grateful for any amount of which an individual or business or group can contribute. Because the more funds we raise, the more towns that we get to go see and do adventures in, and the more lives and people that we get to touch with the food that we're going to provide for free, and knowing that they have 100% natural, non-GMO, they know exactly where the food comes from, and we can help to tell a story for those people as well, and then also be able to continue our efforts of providing the platform for these people to speak about their greatness of their towns and the uniqueness of their outdoors that are tied to the area of which they live in. It's going to be a special season on Red Ridge Outfitters this year. And Red Ridge Outfitters Feeding America campaign is kicking off today. And with your support, we're going to be able to travel this great country, see these great towns, speak to these wonderful individuals, and provide a platform for them to showcase us, the outdoors. We're going to need your help, and we're looking to raise $20,000. If we ever exceed that amount of money, that means the more lives and the more people, the more individuals of which we get to touch. What a great gift to give, and you can be a part of it. Thanks for joining our mission today. We appreciate it.